Alright, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing a slightly weird challenge. It's a copycat one. It's not as weird as he normally does, but it's kind of weird. It's going to be, can we win first missile with only dogs? Because I quite often say it's surprising how many first missiles you can win with only dogs. So we're going to be going 3 dogs opening before Harvester. Possibly more if it looks like that will be required to win the missile. So it might be like, it's basically like no half dogs into Harvester. I think against barracks openings, this is going to be pretty good. And then against War Factory, probably not so much. But we'll see how it goes. So obviously, we're going to do like 3 dogs minimum at the start of the game. Against War Factory, I'm a little worried, especially like against like a bike opening. That's funny. We might just keep making dogs against what appears to be a no-harv MG player. Imagine playing no-harv MG and rolling Orbit. That's the worst feeling in the world right there. That is as bad as it can get. So yeah, I think we're probably in good shape for this first missile. Considering that our opponent cannot beat Mass Dog's first missile. Alright, once we get the missile, we'll go Harvester. And then we'll probably just need to get some Shock Troopers to fight this. It is like, our deck is not great versus MG, but this map is so bad for MG, I don't think he's ever realistically going to get enough of them set up in reasonable positions. So I don't suspect, we should be fine, but we'll see. He needs to get like a bunch of MGs set up down here at the bottom, I think, to have a chance. Just wait for him to move up. I think I have a Talon as well, so I could just make that. Sniper, wow. Sniper in no-harv MG is pretty unusual. Alright, well that was a close one. Alright, let's try it again. Dog. MLRS. I'm getting MLRS rushed with a dog opening. That's unfortunate. That's not an ideal situation for a triple dog opening. What do I even do here? I guess I go missiles. There's no reason to build a harvester, so I'll send a dog to go block in case he wants to harvester. Well, as I've said a lot of times in my rival's career, best defense against a harvester rush is not having a harvester at all. And that would appear to have worked out pretty nicely here. I guess now we can make a harvester. We won the first missile. This is another matchup that would probably be quite difficult, except that I think the map favors me pretty heavily. Like, MLRS is not very good on Orbit. If we played those last 2 games on Fighting Pit, we might have been in trouble. What's up, B-Shook? Thank you for the Prime. No way I'm gonna walk into his MLRS, that would be quite dumb. Alright, looks like a pretty easy win again. Dog start OP confirmed.
Objective complete.
I suspected that dog start was OP, but now I know for sure.
Battlefield control.
Same guy. Do we think he's gonna MLRS rush again? It's Orbit again? Well, that's pretty funny. Surely he's not gonna do it again.
Unit ready.
Nope, he's gone double dog opening. It's a mirror match. It's the triple dog opening from both players. And there's his harvester. I think we probably harvester as well.
Harvester ready.
Alright, both players triple dog opening. So I guess we just try and block him out until the missile fires.
Unit ready.
Almost missed the block there when I was below my predator. Yep, first missile, just dogs. All you need. Oh, no, I messed it up. I should have had it though, let's be real. Whoops.
Unit lost.
Feels bad, man. That's an orca.
Warhead cancelled. Unit lost. Warhead cancelled.
For a second there, I thought that missile was gonna fire, and I was gonna be real sad.
Unit ready.
Alright, well, should have won that first missile with only dogs. Let's, I mean, like, obviously I messed it up, but it should have been a win with the dogs.
Unit lost.
I'd actually like built the predator in preparation for post first missile because I thought I'd already won it.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit enhanced.
A lot of orcas from this dude.
Unit ready.
Right, GG. Dog strat OP.
Launched. You are victorious. Establishing battlefield control.
No escape. Pretty unlikely to beat no escape
3.
with the mass dog opening, but we'll see.
Objective received. Unit ready.
Yeah, he's got war factory opening. That's not good for me.
Unit ready. Harvester ready.
I think these like a double wheel bike opening almost certainly kills the dogs in time.
Unit lost.
Close though.
Unit
It's really close actually. In fact, am I gonna get it? No, not quite. Wait, he surrendered? What? Why did he surrender?
mission accomplished.
Okay, well, I don't think we obviously weren't gonna get it with just the dogs though. Like the wheels on the back pad were gonna stop us. Not sure why he surrendered.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
I did this to you. Okay, what is it he's gonna do? That was close though. Like actually, I think if I'd been slightly better, what's the word? If I'd been like slightly better with my micro, I think I could have actually won that last one, or like the first missile with the dogs. It would have been like pretty difficult to do because I would have had to block out the wheels on the bottom left and the bike on the top the entire time. But I think I could possibly have got the first missile with dogs only if I had if I'd done it properly. Like I don't know if I'm good enough at micro to do that, but theoretically I believe it was possible to win that first missile with just dogs. Alright, well this was a pretty easy win first missile with dogs. This matchup is horrendous for me. I'm always a little surprised when people play Giga in the unranked event, given that one of the maps is god tier for Giga and the other one is like fully unplayable. So I'm always a little surprised. I'm always a bit like, confusing that people would play like a 50-50, but it's unranked, so I guess no one cares. People probably just play whatever their ladder deck is, if we're being honest. I think I can just boost this in and kill his Giga Cannon. Oh no, he's blocked. Oh, and Giga Inferno. What a wild ride this is. Now that's a confusing deck right there.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
That's a really odd choice of deck, Giga Inferno.
Unit lost.
He just surrendered? Okay. Wait, no, I won, because I won the first missile with dogs. He didn't surrender, the game is just over. That's funny.
Field control.
Why did you surrender, No Escape? We were all wondering.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, let's see what Luca's doing.
Unit ready.
Oh, he's bike rushing. Okay, we're definitely not going to win first missile with dogs only against a bike rush. I think we can just chalk this one up as a loss and move on with our lives. There's no way that dogs only is going to be a bike rush in first missile. So like a full committal bike rush as well. Like bikes and militants. Means he's gone 2 building. Well, I've gone 2 building as well, so doesn't really mean that much.
Unit lost. Nuclear weapon launched. Major structural damage.
How many bike
received.
squadrons? Jesus.
Unit ready. Harvester ready. Unit ready.
You need to boost those fanatics? It's so aggressive.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit
We have Predator tank in this matchup.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
I misclicked. I think I lose now. Yeah. Sad.
Unit enhanced. Nuclear missile
Sad. I
launched.
misclicked.
Certainly
Lost
news.
the tile. Feels bad, man.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1. New objective available. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Got the trip dogs. The
Unit
quad dog.
ready.
People takes forever to kill dogs. Yeah, you see? So hard to kill enough dogs in time. People take so much longer than bikes to kill dogs as well. Like the bike opening can kill the dogs in time, but Pitbull really, really can't. Now this is a slight problem.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I should have gone Predator tank instead of Pitbull here. Because my opponent has like 4 Pitbulls.
Unit lost.
I might have to go missiles now. I should have gone Predator and I would have been fine, but now I have to go missile instead, which kind of sucks.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit enhanced. Unit ready.
Some stiff competition in the unranked arena today.
Unit lost. Nuclear warhead launched. You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Feeling pretty good about this one. Opponent playing Solomon.
Unit
Chances are dog opening is going to win the first missile.
Unit ready.
Maybe it's just like against GDI. GDI just like, what are you gonna do as GDI to kill dog's first missile? You can't use like Pibble doesn't do it quickly enough. You can't use missiles because they just won't beat the dogs. Also, just won't beat the dogs quickly enough in the early game.
Unit ready.
Oh, rip.
Unit
The
lost.
misclicks, the savage misclicks. Oh dear. Could not click. could not block on 2 pads simultaneously. Alright, feels bad, man.
Structural damage.
I think having the pads spread out like that makes it a little bit tougher. Because it's difficult to block out the units. If it's like the other map,
Unit
the
lost.
fighting pit, then you can just lock out a single pad. And that usually gets there.
Tank division. Predator cannon loaded. Ready? Will Predator taking them down. Lighten them up. Tank taking them down.
So I think perhaps it is a combination of
Ready for
what your opponent has, mostly are they GDI or Nod, and what map do you play on, or whether or not you can realistically win first missile with just dogs. I think, again though, like if I micro perfectly and can block top and bottom, then again I can win the pads with the dogs only in this game. But it is more micro than I am capable of, basically.
Unit lost.
Like if I was insane at microing, I could do it, but I'm not good enough, I guess.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Where is that Talon going? Ugh. Try to tell it to attack the Orca and instead it fucking
Officer ready.
wanders off on its own.
Scouting ahead. We got this. This is gonna be. We got this. Weapons hot on my way. Weapons. This is gonna be. This is gonna be good. I can't.
Unit ready. Unit enhanced. Warning. Enemy ion
Yeah,
cannon.
this iron cannon is not good for me.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Alright, got him.
Nuclear missile launched.
That was close.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready. Harvester ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Predator. Oh, tank division. Shockwaves dropping the base.
Unit enhanced.
Easy picking. Predator cannon.
Unit ready.
Shot is a predator. Tank division. Where's the action? Predator. Ready for it. Dropping the shot. Predator. Shot. Tank division.
Unit lost.
Ready for it.
Unit lost.
Alright, just gonna try and hold these bottom 2 pads, I guess.
Warning. Enemy
Oh.
ion cannon.
He's iron cannon his own unit though.
Launched. Unit ready.
Do you think he meant to iron cannon his own shocks? Because
Mission
that
accomplished.
didn't seem great.
3, 2, 1. New objective available. Unit ready.
Dog. Laser opening. Okay. That's probably good for my dogs.
Unit ready.
What do you call Father Christmas in an orange suit? Santa Claus.
Bruh.
Unit ready.
Ganka, why? Well, this guy went random flamer without checking what my opening unit was as well. That's probably not great. Probably not the best decision.
Ready. Unit lost. Nuclear warhead launched.
Yeah, dog opening kind of smashes barracks a little bit. Are the puns too highbrow? That's not quite what I'd say.
Unit
I
lost.
don't think highbrow was my complaint with them.
Unit ready.
Gonna hit him hard.
What do we think this unit here is? Oh, it's Bike Squadron? How exciting.
Gonna hit him hard.
Unit ready.
Tank division. Predator cannon loaded. Loaded. Ready for action. Predator awaiting. Blast him. You the Jew. Pitbull in a dogfight. Tank division. Pitbull in a burning rubble.
I just won't kill my dogs.
Predator. Pitbull ready to fight.
Unit ready.
Pitbull pedal. Ready. Take it. Put it. Pitbull been last. Pitbull in Alaska. Predator. Pitbull ready.
Unit lost.
I guess shots down here makes sense.
Unit enhanced. Unit lost.
Alright, well, I don't know what happened to the Banshee. That was really his only chance of winning that missile.
Enemy base destroyed. Three, two, one. New objective.
Alright, last game with the dog opening. We've won some number of first missiles. Not zero. Certainly hasn't been... It wasn't 10 either.
Unit ready.
It wasn't bad though, it was a reasonable number. I do think the Nod War Factory opening is not reasonable to try and beat with just dogs. Because bikes don't take that long to kill dogs. So yeah, it feels like the Nod War Factory opening is not a reasonable thing to try and win against with only dogs. This has happened a few times now where I've had my opponent open with bikes and you just clearly don't have, there's no way, you can't do it. Bikes kill the dogs too quickly, so you just lose that matchup. Unfortunately.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Missile launched.
But I feel like most things apart from Nod War Factory, it seems like you can do pretty well with just dogs. The problem is that, like, why would you want to? Like, you can kind of win the first missile with a bunch of dogs at the start, but it's not great. And you're left with a bunch of dogs. You're usually pretty far behind in the game. Once you switch out of the dogs, you're usually pretty far behind. So
Lost.
I think it's not great. Even if you do win the first missile, I think it's probably not worth doing.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
So yeah, I think you can win quite a lot of first missiles with just dogs, but you shouldn't. It's not a good decision. Man, this guy really wants my harvester. He boosted the mutants and he boosted the lasers, both to go after my harvester.
Unit ready.
Half kills win games, I guess. It's hard to argue. Did he boost the mutant again? No, he boosted the wheels down here. Okay.
Unit
Also,
lost.
still kind of a weird choice. Not looking great. Not looking great for our boy. What do I do with this Predator? I guess I have to send it up now. Into the lasers. That's not great.
Unit lost. Unit enhanced. Unit ready.
This one isn't looking too hot.
Unit lost.
Oh, nice. Got him. Very nice. Managed to micro away from the bikes enough. So many sweat lords in unranked today though, like what the hell?
Unit
Like the sweatiest unranked I've ever played.
Unit enhanced. Unit lost. Unit ready.
This guy is maybe a little too invested in attacking my harvester. But that is the way. That is the rival's way, so I'm not overly surprised. It is like the main thing people like to do in rivals. People have asked me why I play Talon instead of Hammerhead, and like, this kind of a matchup is the reason why a lot of the time. Because you can make a Talon against Chuggy Mutant, and it's something that they can't just make Mutant and Chuggy against. It's important to have.
Unit enhanced. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Alright, got him. So yeah, I think the end result is you can win quite a lot of opening games with like just dogs, but you probably shouldn't because it's not great and it puts you on not a great spot. Well, the thing is, like, you're never gonna make just dogs against a War Factory opener, right? If your opponent has a War Factory opening, if you make dogs and you see like dogs or wheels, you're never gonna just continue making dogs. So yeah, I think if they're War Factory opening, you make your own War Factory units, which if you're a Predator Tank deck is probably fine, because Predator Tank is like the best unit tier, the best unit at the start of the game against War Factory units. So you're probably fine if you're a Predator deck. If you see barracks, you can just spam dogs. So you could go like dog opening, and then depending on what they do, you can change what you do. And if they open infantry, you just keep making dogs. And I think that's pretty reasonable. If they open War Factory, you don't continue making dogs. But there you go, little bit of a experiment, see how many first missiles we can win with just dogs. The answer was quite a lot, actually. If we had perfect micro, which obviously we don't, because we're not a robot, we could have won 2 more games where I did not manage to block double pads simultaneously. But theoretically, if I was like an AI, I could have blocked there and won those games with the dogs as well. So yeah, you can win a lot of games. A lot of first missiles with just dogs. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.